Oh, shit. Mm. Okay, I guess I am live. So, this is Shoshi from Shoshi's Minis. I hope that you guys can see me. This is the first time I'm able to do this without mic during the day, and there's a delay, so I can't tell if I'm actually on camera just yet. Go ahead and tell me. Hey, all right, I see you, Victor. Thanks for showing up to my stream this morning. And let's see. I've got many chats going. This one's the easiest to look at. So today we are painting the Kingdom Death Disciple of the Witch. And this one, I don't remember which one this is. Let me double check. No, I don't have a number for her. If somebody knows, let me know and I will post it up later. Yeah, you see and hear me. Howdy, iron-headed. And thank you for the hosts to D-Day and Flickster. I saw that. I'm happy. Thank you so much. D-Day here is my mod for the morning. Let's see. Did I get a... Oh, my stupid... Oh, Saucy60. Oh, thank you so much for following. I'm a little nervous, guys, so... I'm going to just start painting to get my mind off of my nerves. So, all right, we've got Disciple of the Witch. I started her. I want to show you guys my reference right here. There we go. We're going to be painting her to look somewhat like this. And so I'll put that over here so I can look at it. And I've already started trying to highlight this black. And I thought that would be a good theme for this particular stream, is that, you know, black is a tricky color. So Ironheaded says, question, what camera will be using for the miniature? The quality is awesome. It is a HD 1080p Logitech, I think a C920C, I think. Oh, thanks so much. Echo's now auto-hosting me. Thanks, Echo. Let's see. All right, it is a great camera. You can see really well, can't you? Look at that. Okay. So it looks like now, for some reason, I can look behind me and see who's following me. So that's really awesome. And another question about my holder. How loose is the metal bar I got mine, but the metal bar is very loose, even when the little tightener is at the bottom. Not sure. Yeah, it's meant to, I think it's meant to be like that. Orc Pride is now hosting my stream. Thank you so much, Orc Pride. I really appreciate the support. So I believe it is supposed to be loose because you want, this is actually to brace your hand on while you're painting. So you want to be able to spin the mini around without moving your brush, right? Yes, it holds focus well. Definitely. Logitech C 920. That's it. Okay. Yeah, it was like $60 to $80. I can't remember exactly. All right, shall we paint? Are we ready? Do you guys have any questions before I start? I'm going to do a little paint and then a little question and a little paint, a little question. Okay, I'm going to start. So, I want you to see back here. All I have is black and gray. It's black highlighted with a little gray, but you can see it looks just a little too shiny for me. Up here, I started doing some purple. And it is, let me tell you what purple that is before I start on that. Here it is. I'm using some Reaper Master Series colors. This is Regal Purple by Reaper Master Series. Wait, we paint things here? Yeah, we're gonna paint. We're gonna have fun too. And so, I do a lot of teaching here as well. And so it's a good time to learn some new things in my stream. Okay, see how that layers up on there, and it makes, for me, I feel like it makes it appear more black. It gives the existing black something to be dark against, because for whatever reason, when you just paint plain flat back, it doesn't do anything but reflect natural highlights. Okay. You need more Reapers. Sham Mike Bab. Blah, blah, blah. If you like Reaper Master Series, there's a guy on eBay who sells lots of Reaper Master Series paints in lots of 50 and lots of 60 and lots of 70. And if you time it right, you can usually get them for a really good price. Krupadora, I believe his name is. I was trying to work early today. The snark is strong with me. Okay, I will be warned. Okay, you guys are chatty. This is gonna be fun, but I gotta paint just so I can actually show you something. Okay, do you guys see this? This dress is actually a creature that is become some kind of vampiric, like, I don't know, it's like a parasite almost. It's like a parasitic dress that gives her her powers because she's a witch, a disciple of the witch. And the witch being the flower witch that I painted in last stream, which you can check out in my VODs or on YouTube. Hype. All right, let's see. Good prices on scale 75 paints. I find that scale 75 are higher quality. They're way more pigmented and they're thicker, and so they're going to be a little bit more per dollar. And I don't have a paper towel. It's like one of my most important tools. So I'll be right back and get a paper towel. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. That was awkward. Paper towel is something I always keep by I always keep here, and I will be blotting to control the amount of paint and the amount of water that's on my brush. And I've done this since my watercolor days. Let's see. I'm just amazed with the depth of focus. You're so funny, iron-headed. It's nice. It's a nice camera. Let's see. Ben. Hey, Ben. Flick says, mine's the same. I think it's an exposure thing, iron-headed. I'm switching back out for my black for gray. And yeah, the lighting. Yeah, lighting is nice. I just have a couple painting lamps in front of me. I didn't do anything particularly special, although I did buy a new painting lamp on Amazon that's super spiffy. Oh shoot, I just realized that's an eyeball. There are these little eyes all over her dress. I didn't realize that one was one. So I'm gonna go in here with some gray. And I'm gonna map out that eyeball before I forget about it. So this is a good time for the bar. See, look at this, guys. Yeah, I rest my hand on there, and then I'll get shaky hands. Just got eyeball. Okay. Yeah, I can't paint without a paper towel either. Okay. Now, a little bit of ivory mixed with that same gray that I had before, because we're just highlighting up through that. That might be a little bit thick. There we go. I can sometimes tell how well the paint's going to go on, but just how it looks on the brush. There we go. I need a little bit more ivory toward the center. I'm just making smaller and smaller little layers. Okay. Okay, let that dry, and then I'm going to show you guys how to paint. Actually, that was a really good example of how to paint eyeballs. So I have everything dark, and then I begin painting layers of lighter colors in the middle. Now in this eyeball, I'm going to show you over here, so you get my little steps to eyes. I'm going to take a little black. Hold on one second. Some of this, okay. So, I'm not sure. I think I want this one to be looking a little bit this way. And I'm going to be making a semicircle with the bottom of the circle almost touching the bottom eyelid. Because if you look at my eye, I know you can't see it real well, but if you look at my eye, the bottom half of my eye rests just above my bottom eyelid, where my top eyelid covers a lot of the top of my iris. So I'm going to go ahead and fill that in all the way. Can you see that real good? Oh, that's tiny. Let me pull it up. Can you guys see that now? Okay. Yeah, she has a beauty. Sweetie Swootie. That's kind of like the things about Kingdom Death. That's one of the hallmarks of the game. Okay, now watch this. Oh, let's see. What color shall we make his eyes? This guy has like a red eye, I believe, because he's like a vampiric dress, right? You have to have reddish eyes for that. So you want a very bright color. Okay, let me make sure that looks good. Can you see that? You leave a little black ring of that first circle around it. Can you see? Let me show you. Ah, there we go, on camera. So, I'll let that dry a little bit. And then I'm going to take my black again, and I'm going to do the pupil. It's still wet, so I'm going to be very careful. And I'm doing it up by the top. Okay. So you can think of it similarly to how people paint gems. If you don't know how to paint gems, then just follow along. Okay. Yeah, D-Day, that would be good. We need a nicely moderated chat. Okay. There's just enough red peeking out. I'm going to go ahead and take a tiny bit of this brighter red. Ooh. Okay, that's much better. You can see that really well. When you paint eyes, whatever color you use for the color, it needs to be bright, very bright. So like for this, I used a dark red, and then I used a bright red. For green, you're gonna want to use like necrotic green from P3, or gosh, I can't remember the name of the really lime green from Citadel that is the Nurgles use. I can't remember the name of that. And oh, can you get a close up of the eye? That's probably the closest. Can you see that? So that's maybe we'll do more eyes, so you'll be able to see a few more of them. She's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 eyes on this dress, so we'll do a few. Okay, yeah, moot green is super bright. That would make a good green. Yellow looks good. If you want a good brown eye, I would use a golden yellow or an orangey color, kind of an amber color. And brown is most of the time. I mean, think about it. If you are far away, like 50 feet away from somebody, are you going to be able to see the color of their eye? No. 25 feet, still probably not too well. So you have to think about it like this. Like if they have dark eyes, they're probably going to be black looking, especially the smaller the miniature. For bigger miniatures, you can use brighter colors like this one is. These are bigger eyes. And okay, so now the next step, and this is one step I think that really helps make a mini look alive. Oh, and I should mention, did you guys notice that I did not use white? In fact, I'm going to use more ivory to brighten this up. Close to the iris only. I'm going to put some more ivory. There, can you see that better now? I need to smooth that out just a skosh. All right, I'm gonna read chat for a minute. Make sure I didn't miss any questions. Okay, you saw the close-up. Moot green. Nurgle green, yep. Brown eye, Rainer. Okay, yeah. Okay, Moose. Hey, Moose Machine. So this is where you need a super, super pointy brush. This one is a Citadel Artificer. Okay, Artificer layer. It's probably real similar to a Winsor Newton. It's a good brush. Okay, now I need to like point that brush, and you can use your thumbnail to point your brush. You just roll it. Okay, pull it down here. I need my little bar to stabilize. There we go. And it's okay if the highlight is slightly off the pupil or slightly off the iris, because the white of your eye has a little reflection too. All right, that's good enough. That's a little bit big. That's okay, I'll go back and fix that in a minute after that dries. Actually, maybe I can fix it now. Okay, that's all right. See now, okay, can you see how this has become like a face? That's how I'm going to be painting all of the eyes so that the whole dress has a personality. I want to show you one of the other minis that I've done. Can you see that? Look at that, how creepy that is. He's totally like grabbing her. I haven't done any of the eyes here. Well, let's do another eye over here. I think painting eyes can be very entertaining, right? Okay. For this mini only, I'm going to start with gray. But with other minis, I usually start with just straight ivory. This one is so big, though, in this particular. You see how I leave that rim of dark around the edges? And I'm going to do this one over here, too, so you can see it. This one has sort of a hollowed out center already, so I already know exactly where to put the iris. Creepy, creepy. Okay. Holy crap, that's amazing. Okay. Hi, Von Grunk. I don't think have we seen you in your stream before? Okay, the more eyes I see painted, the better. Yes. So we're going to paint some eyes. So we got that first layer of gray. And then I'm going to take a more ivory and make a lighter gray with that. And that basically gives us our volumes, because the eyeball is round. It's not flat. And by highlighting it just like any other thing, you give it the perception that there's a little sphere inside of it. Okay. There you go. Is Proto Maker here? Yay! Hi. That's my lovely husband Mike. It's Proto Maker. Do you ever add a semi-gloss to the eye? Yes, especially on bigger eyes. I do. And busts and stuff, you want to do that so that they look wet. But little bitty minis like this, no, they're just too small. I think I will for this one later. Okay. We're getting ready to do more ivory. This one is straight ivory now. Ooh, that looks nice. I like that. Okay. You guys see that pretty well? Camera focusing good. Just trying to make Iron Headed a little bit jealous. Holy crap, the second webcam is doing really well. Of course, sunlight does help. Yeah, it does. Okay, we're going to go back for our black, for our iris. And for this one, it's really super easy because it's already there. It's just a matter of filling that in. And for this one, let's see where the face is going. This looks like a nose, so I'm going to put the eyeball here. You know what I could do? Do you see how I left a little bit of that? Okay. I'm going to leave that little white in the center because when I put the red on top of it, it's going to be really bright. So I've already got my pupil sort of there. You can see that. And I'm going in with my red. looks pretty good. This one we're gonna paint. My cat is crying a lot. Oh, Sophia has him in her bedroom. That's so nice. A little bit brighter red now. And okay. Ooh, he's scary. So do you see how I only paint this part? I want it to be somewhat dark on one side. Ooh, creepy. I'm glad it worked, except it was a lot cheaper than good, yeah. Looks great, super clear. We were gonna get a capture card and that was gonna be expensive, so this is nice. Okay, since I'm seeing a little bit of a natural highlight over here already, there we go. Can you guys see that? 5, 4, 3, 2, there we go. 0, ignition. Okay, and now I want to go back because I feel like I need a little bit more brightness over here. That's with the ivory. You typically don't want to use ooh. You don't want to use white on eyeballs because they're really not white. If you look at your eyeball in the mirror, it's kind of translucent. It's you can see blues, you can see reds and stuff like that. Let me go back and check who's talking. Looks like Viking with the brushes is here. Hello, Viking with the brushes. And let's see. More talking about the system. Cannot get music to work on your stream. It lags then. My husband got all of my tech stuff to work, so yeah. Crap, cards are useless unless you're trying to stream. Okay. From a 4K video camera or something. Alright, I'm ready to paint more. I'm going to put this one away since I've shown you guys some eyeballs. But now I want this one to match over here. So I'm going to go back over here. There. Ooh, creepy. Rawr. Let me see if he needs a little reflection dot. No, looks good. Maybe a little one. Okay. I like how this looks like a nostril. This whole part over here looks like a big nose. And then his eyes, he's got actually 2 eyes now. It's like a squid dress. Okay, I'm putting her back. All the disciples of the witch have this weird sort of vampiric dress. Okay, and again, I'm just highlighting with my dark purple. It is Regal Purple for those of you who just joined us from Reaper Master Series. Okay. Yeah, that looks pretty good. There we go. Pretty much I'm putting purple down wherever I'm seeing some natural highlights, because that's where I want my highlights to be, wherever I see them. Now, I have to decide whether I want this dress to be kind of like slick looking. You see how I've got some lighter highlights on this side of the dress and right here and right here. I want to go ahead and put those over there as well. So I'm mixing a little bit of ivory with a little bit of, which color is this? This is Monarch Purple. It's a little bit lighter and a little bit more red and it's going to turn into a little bit of a more pink. We want to give the impression that this is And this dress is very much alive. And red is life. All right, back here. I'm putting these sort of pink highlights, pinky purpley highlights on very small, because when something is black, the highlights get really intense, but they get very small. So it's okay if they're really sharp transition, but the smaller they are, the more reflective the whole thing seems. See? Go down here and put one on this little eyelid. And anywhere where there's going to be a little bend in the folds, because that's where the light is going to pop. And over here. These kind of remind me of the new Zanger models for Warhammer. All their shields and weapons and things have eyeballs on them too. Or very cool, creepy, yeah. Howdy, Shoshi's Minis. Would you say Reaper paints are worth checking out if I'm already pretty far in with Citadel's Secret Weapon and Vallejo? You'll find Reaper Master Series very similar to Vallejo. So if you have a wide range of Vallejo, I would say, you know, there might be a few there's always a few colors that are worth picking up. I would say the Reaper series has the clear blue, the clear magenta, the clear yellow. All the clears are amazing. They kind of are transparent. They'd make great, like the clear blue makes an amazing paint to make weapons with, you know, like to shade weapons with and to shade armor with. I'm trying to think of what other colors I really like out of Reaper. Oh, Midnight. Is it Midnight Purple? Midnight Purple, I think, is just such a gorgeous dark purple. I think it's called Midnight Purple. And I use it sometimes instead of black, and it's beautiful. That, and there's a ivory linen that goes on like a dream. It's so smooth. And the other nice thing about Reaper Master Series is they come in triads. So like your flesh tones, you'll have rosy skin, and then you'll have rosy highlight and rosy shadow. And almost all the paints come in a triad like that. So if you're a beginner painter, having those three colors, you know, really can help give you a little boost in trying to shade and highlight without having to guess. It's not a huge jump in colors. Now, that being said, if you're an advanced or intermediate painter, you don't need to have triads, and you know, you can pretty much mix your own. Okay, bye, Protomaker. So how do you know Martin, Daniel, John, and Stephanie? So Viking with Brushes is talking about some of the Swedish painters that I know. And I know them because I live on Facebook. And I have done a Google Hangouts with John. And I admin one of the largest Kingdom Death Facebook groups with Stephanie. So, and I just gotten to know a lot of Swedish. I've gotten to know a lot of people all over the world. So I just love learning about other people from other countries, love other languages. So I collect Australians. Okay, can you see how I've already highlighted this part and it looks like little gums, and she's got some weird like creepy teeth. Chomper chomp. I don't know what that thing's gonna bite, but I wouldn't get near her. Hattie says, gotcha, thanks. I'll check out the clears and the others. That site I found by asking you about the book has so many good books I found. Thank you very much. Awesome. I'm really glad that helped. Kirk, Nightmare Black. That's it, Nightmare Black. And he put the number in there. It is amazing. And Fen says it's not hard to collect Aussies. They congeal around the face. They're awesome. I love Aussies. Okay. I need more ivory with this purple. It's not bright enough. Now, ooh, I blopped. Okay, when you make a mistake, quick, go back with your brush. Get the paint back off. You're gonna watch me fix a mistake here. Sometimes mistakes can turn into something cool. We might be able to do that. And then you can just, sometimes just wipe it off with your fingers. If you get too impatient like me. There we go. Okay, I'm getting there. I want these to look kind of teethy. Teethy, is that a word? Toothy. Toothy. This is not in the artwork, but I think mine is a cool idea, so I'm going to go with it. It looks bitey. I like to make sound effects. Do you guys make sound effects when you're painting, like your Space Marines go pew 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 pew? I feel like I need to redo that eye. I haven't. Everybody has a little bit of an inner perfectionist, and I think that reflection is too big. Just make sure that when you do come back for corrections, it's either wet enough to wipe away right away, or it's completely dry. Why is this not coming off my brush? There. That's better. Happy little accidents. Yes, like Bob Ross. Happy little accidents. I say make beautiful mistakes, because that's how you learn. Make beautiful mistakes. There we go. Ooh, now he looks good. Look at that. See if I can keep it on camera. That's better. Okay. See how little bitty that little reflection's going to be? I just want it to be very thin. All right. This looks a little bit heavy right here, so I'm going to... There we go. Okay. See how I use the side of my brush to paint a sharp line? I'm just using it like this. I'm not using the point. All right, thanks for watching. You can definitely, everybody can lurk. You can paint with me, especially giving directions. Every turn gets a screeching sound. I missed something. That's what I get for reading chat backwards. Ah, oh yes, screeching sounds. Yes, I like my favorite sounds for things. There's like I used to play cricks, and they always go. Okay, we're gonna go back to eyeballs in just a minute. I have a little ivory on my brush, and I'm just doing little dings on the tops of this. Okay, back to the eyeballs. I need some more black on my paint palette. This is Twist Gaming is hosting my stream. Thank you, Twist Gaming. You guys are awesome. They are a Kingdom Death podcast. Well, they do a couple different games, but that's one obviously they do pretty regularly. That's how I found them. Okay, eyeballs. Back to here. We got model color black. Oh, I used black gray. That's okay. Let me find my actual black. Here it is. I have Army Painter matte black. I find that blacks are not too different, but I really like the Army Painter black because it's cheap. Army Painter is cheap. If you're looking for an affordable paint, I don't like all their paints. I like their black and their white. And the red. One of the reds is okay. But I wouldn't invest in a huge amount of them. Okay. Eyeball there. Ooh, he looks like... Rawr. Look at that eye. He looks a little cheeky. Maybe because he's... They play Kingdom Death. Cankerworm moves forward. Squishy, squishy. Yes. Cankerworm. If you can call stumbling from one disaster to the next playing. Oh yeah, they do some dramatic gaming for sure. That's the best part. Okay. Where's my other eyeball? I know I've got some over here. That one. There we go. And there are two more over here. Oh, so that is super much of face, super much. That's a new thing. You're gonna find that painting and talking can be really difficult for me. So you will see me just make up words because when I'm in right brain mode, it thinks totally differently. It's like color, yes, fun, happy, does not really do well together. All right, so we're gonna make that one so that those two pupils kind of align so it looks like they're, look at that, that's funny. Woo! I get amused by myself pretty often. I love that look. He looks kind of side-eye. Does somebody... DJ59 is now following. Thanks so much for the follow, DJ59. We're painting Kingdom Death. We're painting crazy eyes. So there's a I can't remember. There's a side-eye emote, isn't there? Can somebody find it and post it so I can... And now, let's see. We're going to do red. My red is getting dry on my palette under these lights. There we go. I need this little bracer bar. See, this bar is so nice. Make sure I'm on camera. Let's go. This one is a little bit hidden. Did we get them all? Nope, not that one. Come to bite your butt. Okay, let's see. I thought KD was about stumbling around in the dark and finding disasters. Anyway, Fenzik, yes. Absolutely. Well, it's about a lot of dying, I think. Kingdom Death. There's a rule in Kingdom Death that if you are unsure about a rule or an outcome, then you should always pick the one that is most likely to lead to death. It's that kind of game. And Twist says, a big metagamer. Oh, Fen is a big metagamer, so he takes his flashlight everywhere. We just have Twitch yell at us and do everything we shouldn't. Oh. Okay, I like this red too. In fact, this red needs to go down here a little bit. It's just not bright enough for me over here. I might have to pull a little orange in there to get it to pop out even more because it's so shadowed. It's not really showing up too well. It's alright. It shows up really good in front. Okay. Let's see. What shall I work on next? Let's finish these eyes. Since you guys like that. Oh no, I got rid of my red. We'll make that iris a little bigger next time. There we go. And we gotta go back with our red. Tricky maybe? And we'll just put it in the corner. I went and downloaded a whole bunch of new music and this is kind of peppy. And I apologize to Charles, he's not too much into this pop sound. Putting me in a good mood though. And you always want a painter to be in a good mood, right? Ah! See that? I messed up, I got red on her butt. That's okay, we'll just make her butt cheek a little bit rosy. That's definitely a happy accident, right? And Striker Wing is now following. Thank you, Striker Wing. I appreciate your support. So for those of you who've been following me, I'm also having a massive swag bag giveaway on my Facebook page, which is Facebook/Shoshi's Minis. And I'm giving away Rune Wars, which is the board game. And I'm giving away a big Adepticon BIG swag bag. It's got lots of stuff in it. My Twitch followers get an extra ticket. So all you have to do is head over there. It's my pinned post. Click on the link that heads to the webpage and then enter your email and your name and your Twitch handle. And you get 2 chances. And right now, last I checked, there were only 200 people in the entire thing that were entered. So odds are really high. There's 3 prizes. Oh yeah, and there's some game case, like miniature paint cases, miniature/paint cases that I'm also giving away. So that's something to do if you already haven't. Okay, we gotta finish eyes. Let's just do little reflections since they're demonic. There. Can I see that? Pull it down. There we go. Let's do the front ones here. And oh, we got some on the eyelid there. By not using white for your sclera, that's the white part of your eye. By not using white for that, then when you're using gray or ivory, that makes that little reflection dot nice and bright. Okay. That looks good. Okay. Let's re-chat a minute. Let's see if anything's new. Okay. Hey, Deathwatch. Nice to see you in the stream. I see some unpainted areas over here. I'm going to mix a little gray and a little purple. Go here. I'm using the side of my brush again, just to blend it out. I'm going to go ahead and start on, let's look at our reference. She's got, let's do, we finished teeth everywhere. We finished teeth on the outside. We could finish teeth here. Look, and I'll show you guys. Do you see how yellow and grody these teeth are? And I'm going to use a little purple too, because purple and yellow are opposite on the color wheel. We're going to make that area look a little gummy. And we'll highlight that up to a pink. Did I attach the book firmly? I guess so. You know what, at first I put it on upside down because there's this eyeball in the front of the book and it was on the other side. And so I had to figure out, I had to break it, I had to cut it off and put it back on. So it was pretty firm the second time. Yes, her skirt creature is definitely, it's definitely nomming her. Okay, we're gonna actually, I'm gonna go back and highlight that part so that it looks more toothy. That was something that I wanted to emphasize on this skirt. Rawr. I hope that the crying cat who has been locked in the bedroom is not being picked up on the mic. There we go. Here's Striker Wing, happy to catch you live, though I can watch stateside time. That's nice. I really appreciate you following anyway. Oh, good. Ironhead fixed his camera settings. Rawr! Chomp, 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 chomp. Hi, Assembly. Assembly Language just started watching. Thanks for coming to the show. All right, what's next? We're gonna go back to these teeth. I'm getting distracted by myself. That's something that happens when I paint. I'm like, oh, look over here. I like this. Oh, look over here. I don't know if you guys do that. It can often make me take longer on a model. But I kind of like painting a model in a more, like, I don't like just painting one area at a time so much. I like to jump around a lot. You guys see how I use the side of my model to get the highlights of that area? Not bad. That's already done. And we'll do this over here. A little bit more ivory. I want it to be a little bit more pink. Dita, you missed one of the best creative streams yesterday. Oh, let's not talk about that. It was something to be forgotten. And Assembly says, I won't be long on. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I hope that you feel better soon. Does anybody have the problem where they're, like, when you're streaming, your nose itches? I think my nose has been itching since I started streaming. Alright, what's next? We were doing teeth. That's right. We have these yellow teeth up here. So I've started them yellow. I tried starting them gray and they just looked like they didn't look right. So I went ahead and made them more yellow. And then I'm just going to highlight them with ivory. And then I'm going to gradually get a little bit more purple down toward here because I want these to be darker. I want them to be more shadowed. So there's a little tiny bit of purple in this. See, it's subtle. Now more ivory without purple. Yeah, like that. Your nose would itch a lot, Assembly. And only when streaming, yeah. And my nose also itches when I go to the dentist. Since we're talking about dentists, it's like when they're, yeah, I don't know. Maybe the combination of streaming and dentist made my nose itch. And now I'm adding just a tiny bit of white. I don't want a lot of white. Just tapping it on the ends of the teeth. Okay. Let's go to these teeth. These are harder because she's got that staff in the way. And maybe because of that, I won't try so hard. I might just use more of that purple kind of mixed with the ivory, because they're really in shadow anyway, so they're not going to be the same color as the other teeth. Not too necessary to mess with them. See how when we rotate it, the brightest teeth are on the outside. I really like those the best. Let's try to duplicate that over here a little bit. Okay. Good morning, Nichols. I don't know how I'm supposed to say that. I'm guessing it's Nick. And so tell me if I'm wrong. I like that Pikachu emote, howdy. I like that. That's cute. All right. We're about done with the dress here. We need to work on her knee. I've got a little bit of, was it rosy shadow on her knee? And I put a little tiny bit of Rikland Flesh Shade to kind of smooth things out. And now I'm ready to highlight with the rosy shadow again. And then I'll go back over it with another flesh tone. Now, I'm getting the impression right here that the way, because there is sort of a bump on her leg that's kind of unusual. We're going to tint it just a little purpley, because I think this is the part where her flesh is, you can't tell for sure whether her flesh and her leg are the dress exactly. So we want it to be creepy. And I'll even shade that under the knee, so that's almost like a little nose for the dress. Yeah, I like that. Ew, creepy. It's Nikki. Thank you so much, Von Grunk. I'm sorry. Nikki works. Good. Oh, I know which Nikki you are now. Yeah. I caught your stream that one time. Yeah. I'm hoping to start streaming Mondays, and it'll be at this time. All right, let's look at our reference now. We've got this book with this eyeball on it. We've got, it looks like some sort of little pieces of gold. I'm not sure. There's gold on her hat too, and there's gold on her staff. And that is like almost like a shining gem. And there's little pieces of gold over here too. All of the witches have sort of this black crystal that has their magic in it, and painting a black crystal is not easy. I think we're gonna go into this book right now. There is some light, and so we'll be able to show you some OSL techniques. So we're gonna paint the black and highlight the book first. That's not done yet. Oh yeah, Fridays. I haven't done that yet, so that's why I didn't say that yet. But Fridays, I'm gonna stream in the afternoon from like 2:30 to 4:30 or 5, depending on how long the stream ends up going. But about 2 to 5, 2 to 3. I can't remember. It's but yeah, that one's, once that's set in stone, I'll put that one up, and that's going to be a nice time for Australians waking up, because it'll be their Saturday morning, and Europeans will be kind of settling in for the night, getting ready for bed, and they can watch me before they go to sleep. And Americans will be getting out of school and will be heading home from work if they're on the East Coast. All right. Let's see. I'm going to use this dark purple on the book over here. We're avoiding the eyeball right now. Okay. The whole vine is coming, you know what? Yeah, that is, it's different in the photo than it is on here because it's actually coming off. There we go. I need more purple. 1 second. This is Regal Purple. This is the darker purple that I'm using. And then the other lighter purple that I'm using is Monarch Purple. So purple is obviously a royalty color. All the cool Aussies are already here. And he says, good work, Shoshi, nice and clear. Yeah, I'm sorry. He's being a sarcastic Brit. Yeah, I'll be posting my schedule up soon so everyone will have a clear idea of when I'm streaming. All right, I've got that gray up here. I'm just base coating right now. I don't believe I base coated the hat yet. I'm using a dark gray. In fact, it is black gray by Model Color. Now, as I'm getting up to the brim, because some of this light is coming from the book, just a little bit, I'm just going to switch into the purples. And I'm going to wet blend into the gray. I'm making sure my brush is a little bit more dry. Ah! Brush drop. That's good. And same thing here. Ooh, that one needs to be lighter. We'll go with the Monarch Purple for this one. Her hat is teeth also, I believe. Now we got the Regal Purple on this darker half. Back to Monarch Purple. You always turn the miniature. Keep the brush the same if you can. Back and forth to darker purples. It's nice. Ooh, I like that. That really actually feels like that pulls focus into her face. And Malleus is now hosting my stream. Thank you, Malleus. And Malleus is an amazing painter. I don't think I've caught a stream, but I saw some of his images on Instagram, and I was like, ooh, those are pretty stuff. So at least follow him on Instagram, catch his stream. I'm hoping to catch it too sometime. Thank you for the host, Malleus. Okay, a little bit of ivory on these little two first here. Had teeth. What everyone wanted. Just keep your hat on real well. Maybe bite your head off a little bit once in a while. There's one tooth in there that's hard to see. There we go. And name Elis01. I think that's the name. Thank you for the follow. And Janae77 is now following also. Thank you both so much for the following. Appreciate your support. And we are painting Kingdom Death Witch. Disciple of the Witch, sorry. We're painting hat teeth. Alright. Yep, we got a couple drop emotes from D-Day and Canuck Vapor. Thank you for that. Assembly says, yes, Shoshi, your stream looks really well done today. Really clear, both video and sound. Thank you. I wouldn't be able to do this without the help of my lovely husband, Mike, Proto Maker. And also, I appreciate Flickster. Stego Kai is now following. Thank you so much for the follow, Stego Kai. I think I'm saying your name right. But Flickster here gave me some tips as well, and I really appreciate that, because being able to call out my follows and everything like that's important. Twitter says my profile doesn't exist. Yeah, I'm sorry, Stego Kai. Go to Shoshi's Minis on Twitter. I need to change my overlay. But the Shoshi's Minis is where I'm pretty much everywhere now. So it's the same as my Twitch. Same as my Twitch handle. Same as my Instagram handle. Same as my Facebook handle. So it'll be twitter.com/Shoshi's Minis. That's a sweet model you're working on. You have the coolest minis. I love Kingdom Death Minis. They are really unusual and really fun. And thank you, Flick. Oh. Gosh Dongles. Gosh Dongles. That's an awesome name. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. All right, we are about 1 hour and 10 minutes into my stream, and we've got a, what do we call it? A nom nom dress, a crunch dress. I don't know. I can't remember what it was that Moose Machine said. I liked it though. We'll call it the nom nom dress. Oh nom dress. Oh nom dress. Om nom. Om nom dress. Oh. Big Poppin' Squelch. Thank you for the follow, Big Poppin' Squelch. That's an interesting name. I like that too. Sometimes I think some people, they like hearing that said on camera, so they pick a cute name. Big Poppin' Squelch says, I would love to get KDM. Minis look great. Yeah, there's a store you can go to, kingdomdeath.com/shop or shop.kingdomdeath.com, something like that. I think it's shop. But there are some minis right now for sale. Senketsu Part 2, Electric Boogaloo. Yeah, it's an experience. You always find things. I always find, like, look here. There's a little weird little gnome face. Who knows what that is on the staff. And then there's another face over here, like, I have no idea what he's throwing up, or let me look at this. I'll have to take my glasses off to see it. Yeah, I have no idea what that is. It's weird though. Now I have to look at the art. Yeah, it's just a tongue. It's a tongue with dripping blood. Gross. Ah, Shoshi's Minis. It was a nickname from school and it's stuck ever since. Big Poppin' Squelch. Yeah. We went to this restaurant in northern Illinois near Galena. And there was a restaurant there called Poopies. It's like a biker bar. It's like a hardcore biker bar. And it's called Poopies, and you can get really good food there, bar food. But I have a photo of of me and Mike. We're like under the sign, pointing to the sign, going, "Look at Poopies." I don't know. I get along with the British really well, and that, you know, bathroom humor really amuses me. Oh man, Flickster, you chose an interesting Kingdom Death mini to paint. Oh yeah, that's for sure. Flickster painted the Halloween roll survivor, Catman. Yes, no, not Poopy Bar Food Fan. Poopies. And apparently the guy who worked there, who had the nickname, got it in grade school or something, and it just never left him. I'm gonna paint this part of the staff. See, I just see something and I'm like, all right, time to paint it. Oh, see, that is all behind her, and I'm not gonna try to get all the way back there on a stream. There we go. What do you think we should make this? Should we make this a color? Maybe we should make it red. Let me look at the... I think it would be cool to be red. Let's get some votes on what do you think the end of this staff should be. The front of the staff is black, and then there's a kind of a gold crystal here, and then the tongue is red, which I'm gonna go in and paint that some more. What did Musefi say? I don't see what he said. Oh, you're just Pikachu high-ing him, I think, right? Is that what you're doing? Okay. We got the jazzy music in now. There we go. Okay. I wanted to show you that OSL, so I need to go back and finish painting the book. So we see how I've got this sprayed already? So the light is coming from this little plant right here. Although on this model, it doesn't exactly have a little ball. So I'm just gonna fake it. And I'm gonna go with white. You want solid white. And you're gonna put that wherever you want your little OSL bit. That's where the light's coming from. Okay. And you're gonna paint it wherever the light is being shined as well. And we'll go back and do another coat, a little bit of the white. It's gonna get glazed, so it's not super duper duper important that we get it completely opaque. Okay, and I went ahead and did a bright white highlight here, and I'm gonna do white on her hand as well. And I need to look and see, there's a little bit of, okay. So all the places that light is gonna hit. Now, this is a tiny little light source, so I'm not going to be putting it all the way up on her face, barely any on the brim of her hat. Just a, oh, Candy the cat is now hosting one with one. Thank you so much for hosting me, Candy. I really appreciate the support. And what else are we doing here? A little bit on the back, just a tiny bit back here. just a tiny bit. We're doing the OSL. All right, I'm gonna read chat for a minute. Let's see. Oh, feels rare, man. No animated. I don't know why that's not animated. Could have something to do with Twitch that I don't know. Okay. Okay, a little bit more on ivory here. We're gonna go back with the purple because that's our like highlight for black. And then I've got the black gray that I'm gonna wet blend that into. To wipe it off. That didn't work too well. We'll just start over. There we go. Okay. And the rest will be black. I'm going to keep that kind of tentacle sort of vine look to that. Looks good so far. Waves to the Shoshi's Minis. Hey, Candy. Shoshi's Minis. Is she painted wearing nylons? I may have missed the answer. This one, I did not. But I did give a little blend up here so that it looks as if you're not really quite sure where the dress begins and where the body ends. It sort of looks like it's morphing into it. So we didn't do nylon, but we did sort of do sort of a creepy morph. Oops, sorry for shaking the camera, guys. There we go. All right, where are we going next? We're going to back to the book. Okay, we need another little coat. I'm going to do ivory over it this time. It's a little bit more opaque than sometimes the white is, and it'll read as white even though it's not. All right, and that needs to dry. And while that's drying, I'm gonna go back over here to this vine, and I'm highlighting it with the purple, which is our black highlight color. She's got white gloves on, so we need to change that. We're gonna go back to a gray, and we're painting the white gloves gray to start. And I believe she's got some fingerless gloves too, so. This is the tricky part. To get this part on camera is going to be tricky. So we might just do our best. Okay. Assembly ain't language, oxy kicking in. All right. Take care, assembly language. Hey, the Gonazal. Thanks for tuning in. Let's see. We're waiting for this book to dry. We're gonna be painting the gloves a gray. There we go. There we go. That's a nice gray. Yeah, all her gloves are pretty much gray. And she's got these little cuffs up here that are also going to be white. I tend to avoid painting white. So this dress has some of the trickiest colors. It has red, white, and black. So this is a very nice example of how to paint those. I didn't save the red for you guys, but maybe another time I'll show you how I paint some reds. Okay, and she's got a little white collar, which you can't see too well. It's really tricky to see. I just barely noticed it before. And of course we got her cat teeth. Okay, what's next? We're gonna go with the ivory now, which will be my stand-in for white. Ooh, see how bright that is on that gray? Completely reads as white. Did we lose my music? I might have to, oh, there we go. There's just a little gap in the playlist. Oh. Hoot and the fisherman. Or the fish, yeah, the fisher-am is now following. Thanks so much for the follow. I appreciate your support. All right, let's see. That's right, everyone. She said hat teeth. Yes, look, hat teeth. DeGonzel says, the first time I was actually successful at hacking, haha. Riosian says, hey Shoshi, finally trying out Twitch. I thought I'd pop in and say hello. Hey, that's awesome. I'm honored that you are trying out Twitch by watching me. Yeah, you don't have a hat with teeth? That's not a thing. You don't have a dress that's bitey? A bitey dress? Alright, let's go paint those gloves with some ivory. Which I will show you guys is Creamy Ivory by Reaper Master Series. You see how my brush got? You can just spin it. Get a little wet, spin it on my paper towel too. There we go. Some people use their hand as a palette, or I don't like to do that. but I don't mind using my nail. Bob, this is, it's bright because it's daytime. And the lighting is really good in here in the day because we have, let's see, western exposure on this side. Oh my gosh. The trick with the ivory is it sometimes will dry quickly on your brush. We'll paint fast. Paint faster. See how that's ivory, but that completely reads as white. And that's because we put the gray down first. Okay. It's a little bit, it's not smooth like I want it. That's the trick with these colors, is getting them smooth. There we go, that's better. I'm gonna use my little bar. There we go. I'm gonna take a peek at this so I can see what I'm doing. Oh, yeah, that looks nice. All right. Bob says never eat soggy Wheaties. Ugh, yeah, no, I don't put a lot of milk in when I eat cereal like that. Soggy Wheaties are not good. Or waffles, Bob. Haven't heard that expression since the Boy Scouts. Echo, you're super late. I started at 9. It's 10:30. There's a half an hour left. Internet was not working using your dad's hotspot thing. Oh, that's okay. I appreciate you trying, Ben. Echo's my other mod right now. D-Day is filling in, and I appreciate that, D-Day. All right, back over to this glove with the same ivory. Oh, never eat soggy Wheaties is an acronym for north, south, east, west. Oh, I really like that. But I would just say Wheaties. Never, you know, I would just I'm just too right-brained. It's too hard. Okay, I'm trying to do this. I thinned out my ivory, but I think ivory is one of those colors you need to, ivory and white, you just need to put on thinner than you think you do. Otherwise it's going to get chunky. Now remember, we're going to be painting this. Okay. Okay, so she's got those finger scuffs and they are white, so that's okay. Now, you can't tell this from what I'm doing, but when I brush over her fingers, I pull back a little bit so that I'm just kind of grazing over it. I'm not actually pushing, I'm not pushing down on it. If anything, I'm pulling out. So that way I don't lose my detail, which I just did. That's okay. These are so tiny I have to paint. Oh no, it looks okay actually in person. Alright. We'll let that dry a little bit. I went back over her fingers. She's supposed to have flesh colored right here. We'll let that dry. Echo is out till 9 a.m. his time. Oh my God. Are those Reaper clear paints a paint or an ink or something else? The clear paints are a transparent paint, so they are awesome. They kind of act like a combination between an ink and a paint, but they're like a transparent paint. And I want to say that Model Color also makes transparents. They're just different. They're different. So I just like the way the Reaper transparents work better. Deacon, oh my gosh, you missed. I was painting this bitey dress and the hat teeth and the chomping dress. So right now we're working on OSL. We're going to be working on that. So I'm just layering ivory right now over her gloves. So they're supposed to be white. Oh, I forgot this little bit over here. She also has this little shell back here that is like part of her dress. Yeah. Holy cow. Let's see. That's nice. The painting the details can be a little bit tiring sometimes. Okay, so I want to show you guys here. This eyeball. I'm going to paint that. And there looks to be some little, these runes on here are very teeny. So I'm just going to go in with a little ivory mixed with that little bit of purple. See if I can try highlighting those. I don't know if we're going to be able to catch this. So my brush is not very wet. There we go, that's not too bad. This is what I call controlled dry brushing. See, I'm almost feathering it. It's not easy, guys. This is advanced brush control right here, I believe. Okay, a little bit faster. Now I'm going to go in and paint the eyeball with a little bit of this. We need that gray. And I gotta go back and look at chat. Let's see. Nikki, thank you so much for the host. It looks like I missed that, but I really appreciate it. Thank you. And Miyako 111 is now following me. Thank you so much, Miyako. Appreciate your support. So, Shatton 6909 says Shoshi's minis model color transparents are more brilliant. The wood grain one is great, and I agree. I really like that wood grain one too. Bob says Neato. Haven't seen the model color clears. I will look for both. I think they're called transparents for the model color. Flick says he's got a cutter. Plan another tag or two. I'm not sure what you mean. Flicks are 2 decants last night. Got to order more bottles. Oh, okay. I see what you guys are talking about. Okay. Okay, Deathwatch. Thanks for following, and thanks for watching. And everybody's decanting bottles. Okay. Transparents act as a glaze more of a wash. I would say glaze. But though it depends on the ones you get. If you get the Reaper Master series, they are a paint. You can paint with them, but you can layer them in such a way that they can be transparent as well. Like I said, I like them I really like them on metallics to make your metallic. Oh my gosh. Woo. To make your metallic metals more realistic. They look really nice on those. All right. I need some gray under here. I think I got that. And a little bit of there we go. There we go. Yeah. All right, I believe this is dry. Let me look at it real quick. Yeah. And then we're going to go in there with a very bright turquoise for our highlight, which is Surf Aqua. You can barely see it, but Surf Aqua. Give me 1 second while I put that on my palette. Shoshi's Minis. May I ask what you're using to hold your mini? Yes. This is a Wrathcore miniature holder. They're not available. I just painted mine a little bit. Starting to paint it anyway because I think it's pretty. I got this through a Kickstarter, and they're not yet available in retail. So I was one of the first waves. Some of my other friends are starting to get theirs. They were in later waves. And so once everything in the Kickstarter is delivered, then they'll be available for retail, which is going to be sometime this year. And I love it because you got this little holder. I have this. Check this out. This is also another model. So this sits on your desk like that, and then you pull this out, and it's just really nice. And again, you can use this bar to brace everything in paint. And it's supposed to spin around, and this adjusts so that you can take this metal thing on and off. You don't have to have the bar if you don't want it. And they come with all kinds of different corks. So you can see, like this one, you put your brush in here. Woo! And you put your mini and it fits really well. And then the cork pinches together when you put it down inside. And for the most part, this is the perfect size for these Kingdom Death minis, for Warhammer minis, for a lot of different, this size base is perfect. So where did my little, there we go. So I bought the studio level, which came with like 3 or so of these, and then like 6 of these with different sized, like you can see how there's different sizes of these bars. And is this a different size too, or is that the same? That's a yeah, that's a medium. I like the medium and the large bars quite a bit, but they also have small. All right. We are getting really close to the end of my stream. We've got about 15-20 minutes left, so I'm going to be showing you this OSL, which I really want to make sure to get a chance to show you. I have watered down this Surf Aqua, and I'm painting it over my white in a glaze. Okay. And then at the top, I'm going to use less watered down and thin it down toward the bottom. Let's see. Ironheaded says, what do you think of the Reaper Bones line? I think it's an excellent line to learn on and to level your painting on. The features are a little bit soft, but they're excellent for gaming, like for D&D. I think they're perfect for D&D. Which is what mostly they were, intended for in the first place. Most Reaper in general are marketed toward people who are playing role-playing games. All right, I'm doing just a tiny bit of this blue on her hand and on this vine. Just a tiny bit. Because the OSL. And I'll go back and clear that up a little bit. Yeah. We need a little bit of white underneath. Okay. Let's see, got any other questions real quick? Let's see. Yeah, I know that painter as well, Stegokai, and they said the only reason why they made their own is because they aren't able to buy it. So as soon as they are able to buy it, they said they're gonna get it. And yeah, because I asked them about that yesterday. Actually, they're definitely planning on getting one. So we've got that blue glaze, the kind of glowy thing going on here, but now it's time to put the brightness back. See how that's starting to... Okay. Looks good. I think I will end up going back. We need a little bit more white on this because we want this to be glowing. Sometimes with OSL, you gotta play with it back and forth a little bit until you just get it right. And I just noticed that there's just the teeniest bit of green in the photo, so I'm just gonna add a little bit of that. That'll add some interest up there too. Just that tiny bit. It's kind of hard to see. Can you see that? All right. We have a little bit of a brassiere thing going on here. I think that's what you might call it. All right, and a little bit of purple highlight. Ooh, I like that. Iron-headed says they add another piece of wood to the side. Oh, okay. Yeah, I highly recommend that once they're available for retail, you go to wrathcore.com and you buy them. Tell them Shoshi sent you, because if you saw them from here, I'm sure that they would love to know where you found out about it, because that helps them. We're doing a little eyeball. Oh, there's little gold coins I forgot about. Yeah. These are too tiny. I don't know if I'll be able to see them. Let me try it. I've got a little bit of Brassy Brass by Game Color. I love this color. I like it as a undertone for gold. Oh, that's nice. I really like that. Ironhead is busy bending coat hanger around a wooden spindle. Guys, don't copy. All that hype about your nails and just for little Bitcoins. Yeah, Viking, I will respond to you once my stream is over. Thanks, though. Okay. Ooh, that's nice. I like that book. A little purple over here because I got some on the plant. Looking good. We're gonna do some cleanup. Okay. All right, creepy book is pretty much done and glowing. The bottom of her hand is a little bit far away. I'm gonna try to see if I can try to do those fingers on stream. I never paint this far away from my face, guys, so this is a real exercise for me. It's working out though. I'm pretty happy. There we go. Oh. Whatevs. Whatevs is following now. Thanks, Whatevs. I appreciate the follow. I like that name a lot. Whatevs. Okay. I feel like we need more brightness coming over here. I'm not trying to get it super smooth. I may go back in here and like put some kind of crazy runes on her book. I'm not sure yet. All right. Smooth that out. And ooh. I good spieler. You guys, those are awesome names. Thank you for the follow. I good spieler. It's amazing. That looks good. I'm pretty okay with that right now. We'll go ahead and smooth this out on the side. See how I'm resting my hand on the bar? That's actually, I don't think I would be able to paint this on stream without these holders. I would lose my mind because my hands would shake all over the place. Let's see, that's even tricky right there. Let's see, you guys have been chatting a lot. Let's see. I don't want to copy the holder, but they aren't ready for general sale. I'll buy one when they're ready for retail sales. Yeah. I'll have to pass along that hanger idea. Sips coffee when your next GW work. I don't honestly, my next GW work, Deacon, is going to be an Ahriman. And he's going to be next month sometime, so hopefully I'll be able to catch that on stream. And Echo found a tick on his dog. I don't like ticks. Jason L. Haven't actually seen one of those holders in action yet. I've seen pictures of them with minis on them, but just sitting in static pictures. Yeah, it's kind of cool, isn't it? I mean, you can see like how detailed I can get. Now, I also paint every day for several hours a day, so I have, you know, pretty good brush control. So I recommend, if you want to level your painting, paint for 15 minutes every day. and I guarantee that you will show an improvement by the end of 3 months. 3 months usually is is how long it takes to form a habit. So let's see. Yeah, you messaged Rathger. Oh, awesome. Tell him Shoshi sent you. Okay, we're getting close to being done with her. Pretty much all I have to do is finish her hat and her staff, and she'll be almost done. Maybe a few little details. I noticed there's little freehand dots. That's pretty good. All right, let me do the other side. There we go. That's pretty. Little gems. And we'll go back and looks like she might have sort of a pale purple hair, which is perfect because that's actually what I've got going on over here. Pale purple. And we'll paint that some more later. My nose is itching. Okay. Okay, thanks. Now you gotta go to the post office. Well, thanks for stopping by, Iron-Headed. I really appreciate it. It's been a fun stream, guys. I really hope that you'll tune in with me on Monday again. And I will be back on, let's see, Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Central. That's -5 GMT. And I'm going to also be streaming on Fridays. I believe I'm going to be doing from 2:30 to 4:30 Central Time, Chicago time, GMT -5. And I don't always paint Keen to Death. I paint a little bit of everything. But that's what I'm painting for this month's commissions. Lots of that. Here, let me lay that down so you guys can get a better look of her. There we go. So, all right, I'm going to see if there's anybody on who is ready to be hosted. Let me see. I don't think followed. All right, looks like Flick is going to be live right now, so I'm going to host him. He is an amazing painter. I think I can do this. Is it FLIKSTRR? No. Does anybody know how to spell? Oh, yeah, it is RR. Did that work? Yes. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it. Where'd my little mouse go? All right. Can't do anything without my mouse.